Top of the morning to you listeners. Today is Tuesday, June 4th, 2019, and this is the Morning 4 podcast. I'm your host, Katie Parsons, and welcome to my little passion project, my little podcast project, short, small, little bits of information every morning to get you started on a positive track. I know I need the daily reminder, and I think we all do, that we can't have perfectly positive days, but we can come close. And no matter what happens to us, we can have that moment where we stop and decide mid-negativity that we're going to turn it around. And that's kind of what this podcast is about, reminding you that you can do that. You do have the power to control how you feel during the day. And so thanks for being here with me every morning and making me part of your routine. I have a lot of fun researching, writing, and recording these, and I hope that they make you smile. If you love the podcast, I would love for you to leave me a review on iTunes or Facebook. The podcast reaches more people that way because both the iTunes and Facebook algorithms say, hey, people like this. Maybe we should show it to more people. It's, a little more complicated than that, but that's the gist. So if you enjoy the program, please leave me a review or a recommendation either place and spread the love. So let's get today started with the business of today with
Number 1.
Cheddar, Swiss, Colby Jack, Brie, Gouda, Monterey Jack, and more. Cheese is just plain delicious. I recently bought a habanero cheddar block of cheese that is so good I may have to end up avoiding buying it in the future, mainly because no one else in my house likes it and I end up eating it all. So why am I waxing philosophical about cheese this Tuesday morning? Because I feel like National Cheese Day gives me the opportunity. The top 5 most popular cheeses in America are cheddar, mozzarella, American, pepper jack, and provolone. The least favorites on that list include blue cheese, Lumburger, goat, and Swiss. I don't know about you, but I love every single cheese on that list, but I know people can be particular about it. Hey, cheese preference is a completely personal choice, and today I respect that. Besides, the kinds you don't like just mean more cheese for me.
Number 2.
So I'm back this Tuesday with another fun geography fact. As I mentioned last week, geography is definitely not my strong suit. So I'm using researching this podcast as an excuse to expand my knowledge base in this topic area, and I'm taking you, my listeners, along for the ride. So here's today's question. What connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans? Well, most of you have probably heard of the Panama Canal, a pretty famous waterline connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. But there's actually another spot that is sort of unexpected where the two massive bodies of water meet. In Wyoming, in the Teton Wilderness area of the Bridger-Teton National Forest, a creek splits in two. This unassuming creek connects the two oceans, dividing North America in two parts. You see, the creek divides into two similar flows at a place called the Parting of the Waters. To the east, the creek flows 3,488 miles to the Atlantic Ocean via Atlantic Creek and the Yellowstone, Missouri, and Mississippi rivers. To the west, it flows 1,353 miles to the Pacific Ocean via Pacific Creek and the Snake and Columbia rivers. Unlike the Panama Canal, however, the creek is not able to get through by boat. So it's just the fish and other wildlife that can traverse it to go between the ocean paths.
Number 3.
Today's feel-good news story is sourced from WKBN. A multiple disabilities classroom at a Youngstown, Ohio high school is branching out to help people in the community. The students in the class are already learning about the importance of helping others, and they do it by meeting the needs in the greater community outside the school walls. So they do this by coming up with different projects. The students' most recent monthly project was making blankets for dogs at a local animal shelter. The students have done other service projects like serving coffee from a classroom cart and celebrating women during March by writing them letters. Sarah Such is one of the teachers in the classroom, and she said that the projects bring joy to the community, but also teach the students important life skills. She said, they're learning a lot about empathy, how to communicate better. They're building a lot of communication skills, a lot of functional skills, as well as building relationships with others in the community.
Number 4.
Do you have any sort of regret or worry weighing you down today? Today's affirmation is all about letting those things go in pursuit of a more positive energy. So repeat after me. My past is meant to guide me, not define me. Today, I will be confident in the person I am becoming. I hope that you have a beautiful Tuesday. I will see you back here again tomorrow.